Hello and welcome back to LeadingAge Live. Jack
Welcome
Stallman
back.
here with the amazingly talented Kendra Roberts.
Welcome back.
And now today we're joined by Ted Jean-Lowe's from connectRN. Give
Welcome,
it up for Ted.
Yeah, thanks so much, Jordan and Kendra.
So let's jump right in. Tell us about your company and your organization.
Sure, so we launched our company about 5 years ago to build a community and platform for nurses to build the best careers and lives that they could with flexibility and opportunities across the healthcare spectrum. We launched in 2018. The pandemic saw tremendous growth for us. We saw a huge number of nurses and aides who were really interested in flexible opportunities and changing the work-life balance, and we've been lucky to be able to provide that for them.
So what exactly does your company do? How do you provide that?
Sure, so the core of our company is a social media platform for nurses, but then we provide that by offering them effectively per diem shifts in hospital, long-term care, and home health. Oh. So we give nurses the option to work shifts completely on their own schedule, on their own plans, whenever they want and wherever they want, and it's been a huge change for us.
And providers contract with you, and then the nurses
That's right, so
with
facilities
you.
contract with us. The nurses are our W-2 employees technically. We felt like that was the right way to do it. They get all the benefits that are required. We make all the tax contributions and do everything the right way.
Oh, that's great.
That is great.
Does that give you a little more control over, versus having contractors, or?
It gives us a little more influence than contractors. It gives us a slightly tighter relationship with the nursing community that we manage. So that's certainly an advantage for us.
And is that national?
We are national. We're in 24 states. So those 24 states cover about 85% of the population. And we'll be just about everywhere by the end of this year.
Wow. Wow.
So that's some extreme growth.
It's been crazy. Yeah.
You and your team were here in 2019, maybe with just like a little sliver of a booth, and now you're introducing keynote speakers.
Yeah, Colt and I came to LeadingAge 2019, San Diego. We had a sliver of a booth isn't even right. We had a high top table in the startup village with a little tent card on it. So we're thrilled to be back, thrilled to be a sponsor.
Wow.
When we came in 2019, we walked out of that event feeling like we had found our people, right? We had found the partners that we wanted to build with, and we were so lucky to find this group and have the membership support us over the last 3 or 4 years.
That's amazing.
Would the 2018 version of you have ever imagined that this would grow in the way it has?
The growth has been wild, right? I mean, we built the business in 2018 on the premise that maybe something like 5 or 10% of the workforce wanted flexibility in their lives. Mm-hmm. And one thing that we learned in the last 2 years is not just nurses, but the workforce broadly, it's not 5 or 10% want flexibility. It's like 95 to 100%.
Everybody wants flexibility.
Yeah, so it's been there's a transformational shift that certainly played into what we built. So it's been a lot of fun.
So what gets you excited every day going to work?
What gets me excited is knowing how many nurses we have coming in and working with us and really living their best lives, and hearing from the nurses who maybe opted out of nursing because it got too hard, but now are back and are using us to save for a down payment on a house, or they bought a new car. And those are the moments that we feel really excited about when we work every day.
How many nurses do you have in your network?
So we have about 300,000 on the platform.
Wow.
About 50,000 ready to work in any given moment, and
wow.
5 to 10,000.
24 states.
24 states. 5 to 10,000 working any given day.
Wow.
Okay, so if I'm a nurse on that platform, I get a notification that X hospital needs me on a certain date. How much flexibility do they have to accept assignments and all?
So
what does it look like from their
total flexibility on both ends. For the nurse,
Wow.
you can choose how you want to be notified. You can say, I only want to work in these 3 buildings. I only want to work in these couple shifts. You can even say, because we are a network, you can say, I actually only want to work with my best friend who's also working. So only show me shifts when she's also picking up.
Wow.
Right? So we can
can
offer
tailor it to
nurses
every person.
exactly what they want and how they want it, and deliver that to them every single day.
Like right now, I don't know, but I want to go back to school. Like right now, be a nurse and join this.
I want to call
movement.
my nurse friends and say, "Have you heard about this?"
I mean, it is. So one of the reasons we do this, one of the reasons we love nursing, is it is the hardest job I can think of. I have so much respect for what they do every day and the care that they provide to the residents of facilities and patients in hospitals, and then people at home.
And you have nurses across the spectrum, but particularly in aging services, do we have specialty within there?
Sure. So we have a very deep pool of CNAs, LPNs, and RNs who are working in skilled nursing facilities and home health. But the platform runs the spectrum all the way from CNAs or STNAs up through. I don't think we have any CRNAs on the platform, but we may still have a few. So really all the way through that spectrum.
So where is your booth? What's the number? And what do you want? What's going on at your booth?
So I'm pretty sure our booth is 3207, but I'm not great with numbers.
Oh, no.
It's over there.
Okay.
We have a game and a giveaway going on. We're getting, we're seeing a whole lot of traffic this week, which has been great. We're meeting new people. We're meeting new facilities. And that's just been, again, the crowd here is our favorite of the year. This is the crowd that we built our business with, and we love being at LeadingAge.
Wow.
Well, I feel like people who come to your booth must just have a relieved look on their face. Like, finally, I found something to maybe
help.
simplify my problem. Right?
Yeah, no, it's been interesting to see the labor problem. I think it's getting better out there for everybody. I hope it is. I hope we can make it better for them, and I hope we can work together to build something really special over the next several years.
If you can look into the crystal ball within your organization, and I know that's been a lot of growth just in the last few years, but what's ahead? What do you think is 5-10 years ahead? Anything like that? Anything coming where you're like, this will be a new twist? This is something we can adapt to?
So I think we're going to see across the economy, we're going to see people looking for more flexibility, and I think we're going to see more facilities actually opt into platforms like ours. And I think the employment model is going to shift overall, right? And how people effectively buy their jobs every day is going to be different than we've seen, and we're excited to support that as it grows.
Can I ask you a technical question?
Sure.
So are the nurses benefited?
So they are as required by law, right? So if they work enough, we cover them up with ACA health benefits, 401k if they qualify. They are our W-2 employees. Most of them work part-time, right? The beauty of our platform is this is a way for stay-at-home moms who were active in nursing to say, like, no, I love being a nurse. I do want to work 2 shifts a week. But they go to a facility and say, I want to work in your PRN pool 2 shifts a week, any 2 that I choose. And the facility's like,
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's not how this works, right?
Yeah.
So we give that opportunity to, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home caregivers of elderly parents, students who are studying for a more advanced nursing degree, right? And it's really the flexibility that differentiates us from what you might see as sort of traditional agency nursing. We have almost nobody who works full-time on our platform.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. So the theme of this year's conference is momentum. How is your organization pushing the momentum?
Yeah, so for us, we think that we can, with this part-time labor force, help get the industry back on track from a labor perspective, right? We can bring people off the sidelines and back in to create the future of healthcare together, and that's what we're super excited about.
Okay.
That's great. So I did a little sleuthing on you.
Had
to do a little research. Found out you're a Colorado guy. I went to CU
Boulder, yeah.
So this
saw them beat Cal on Saturday in person. It was a pretty good day.
I'm a gopher. We kind of got you this year.
Yeah, well.
But I'll tell you what, that program, maybe this is the spark. Could be.
Could be new coach on Saturday, first game. 0-5 team, won at home on Parents Weekend. So it was.
Are you serious?
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So this is kind of a home game for you. Are you from Colorado originally?
I'm from Boston. We live back in Boston, but I was here for 4 years for college.
4 years in college.
Yeah.
So are you going to meet up with any of your old chums? Or
I've seen a bunch of people over the last several days. It's fun to go. It's fun to be back. It's fun to be back in Colorado, in both Denver and Boulder, and just to be here.
Yeah.
So,
is there any must? Oh, I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off there.
No,
Is there any must do in Denver for you, or Colorado, or Boulder, that like when you're here, I gotta eat here, I gotta go to this bar, I gotta do this?
So my team is going to judge me, but I have to go to Illegal Pete's to get a burrito. It's the original burrito store on the hill in Boulder. There's one down in Lodo. It's just the classic Mission burrito of Colorado.
Okay.
Awesome.
Most people will tell you that Chipotle ripped it off, but you can also go to the original Chipotle down near DU.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in Chicago next year?
Absolutely. We'll be in Chicago next year, and I think Nashville the year after, and Boston the year after. We'll be there.
You in this?
Yeah, we're in this.
Okay.
These are our people. We'll be here.
That's
All right.
awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Jeanlow is here joining us from connectRN.
Yes.
We're thrilled to have you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
joining
being
us
here
today.
with
Thank you so much.